I'm David Asman. Joining me on the panel today, Carol Roth, John Burnett, Jonathan Honig, and Jessica Tarlow. Let's head straight to Davos, Switzerland, where John Roberts is standing by. Long list of economic achievements spouted off by the president today.
Yeah, there's no question. I think he really was trying to do three things with that economic speech that he gave this morning at the World Congress Center in Davos. First is he was trying to sell America to world leaders, to say that America's economic prosperity is unlike it has been for a long, long time, and now is the time for you to come and invest in America. Another thing that the president was trying to do, obviously, was because it's a campaign year, sell his economic prosperities, economic policies that he ran on in 2016 that he says have resulted in one of the most robust economies that America has ever experienced with historically low unemployment. The other thing the president was trying to do, David, was he was trying to draw a contrast between what he is doing here in Davos and what Democrats in Washington, D.C. are trying to do, cut him off at the knees. Listen to what he said in response to a question about impeachment today when he was talking with the president of the European Commission.
That whole thing is a hoax. It goes nowhere because nothing happened. The only thing we've done is a great job. We have the strongest country in the world by far, and it was going in the wrong direction. We have the greatest economy we've ever had in the history of our country. And I'm in Europe today because we're bringing a lot of other companies into our country with thousands of jobs, millions of jobs in many cases. So that whole thing is a total hoax. So I'm sure it's going to work out fine.
The president also talked about what he sees as major victories on trade, the USMCA, which was approved by the Senate last week. He'll likely sign that sometime next week after he gets back here from Davos. Phase one of the new U.S.-China trade deal, the new Japan trade deal as well. He also took a swipe at some of the Democratic presidential candidates as well as other Democrats who would pursue socialist economic policies. The president saying that he will never allow socialism to ruin the American economy. And with Greta Thunberg, who is the noted European climate change activist, in the audience, the president took a swing at environmentalists who he says don't really understand what he was all about, saying that it's time for pessimism. It's not time for pessimism, rather. It's time for optimism in moving the world forward. Listen to what he said.
This is not a time for pessimism. This is a time for optimism. Fear and doubt is not a good thought process, because this is a time for tremendous hope and joy and optimism and action. But to embrace the possibilities of tomorrow, we must reject the perennial prophets of doom and their predictions of the apocalypse.
The president had dinner tonight with global CEOs. Tomorrow morning, he'll have breakfast with some American business leaders. He'll also have a bilateral meeting, David, with the Iraqi president, Barham Saleh. This is the first time that he will have met face-to-face with an Iraqi government official since he took out Qasem Soleimani, the Iranian general, a couple of weeks back. Now, we should point out Barham Saleh is a Kurd, and doesn't necessarily agree with Iran's presence in Iraq, but he was said to be very concerned that the United States unilaterally took out Soleimani. So it will be an interesting meeting tomorrow. We'll look into that one.
John Roberts, thank you very much, John. Safe travels to you.